Hey, Pug TV. This is Jadrian. We're just setting up our Star Trek Online mission here. Alright, what we're doing is getting together with, if they're able to, Eagle Claw and Cynic, who is going to run us through another mission that we. Uh, hmm. I just want to. There we go. Oh, dang it. I gotta drop out. Leave team. Hey, Cindy, can you re-invite me? I was trying to fix my thing and I didn't match your level. Can you re-invite me, please? Oh, that's right. Oops. I forgot. I forgot about that little button to match your level. Okay, we're back. Okay, there. Yeah, so out there in Pug TV land, we're running a mission. It's or I forgot. It's Dreams of Salvation and Glory. It's part two of the mission that we ran last week. So I'm really curious to see where this takes us. So this is part two, and right now we're just gathering up the band. We've got Raz and Ruthven, who's Cynic, and I don't know if Eagle Claw is gonna. Eagle Claw says sure, we'll jump on the bandwagon as well. Awesome. And I think Eagle Claw usually plays Nala, the little miniature person. And then Ruthven is that Nosferatu looking guy, I believe. So now we just gotta figure out what. Oh, it's a Ferengi back here. So then we just got to figure out what instance we are all on. I'm on Earth Space Dock 5, so. Okay, those two are on 2. So here comes the quest. 30 to 45 minutes, heavy dialogue storytelling. Sweet. Right, last week, what exactly was all that happened? We had the museum. We were defending the museum. Yeah, right. So we're gonna go back there. Yeah, against the Borg. So we're gonna continue that on. So I have to change my instance real quick and go to number 2, right there. So on my way. So this is exciting. And what's nice is as we are all getting more used to working together, we can get into these missions a lot quicker. So this is great. I'm really excited. And I was looking, I didn't read the news, but just as far as the launcher for Star Trek, I guess there's some kind of event, something with some shuttles or something. I didn't even have time to read the news. I was terrible. But there's like another episode out this week. So they are just really churning out the content for Star Trek Online. That's quite impressive. Other bit of news while I'm waiting to load in is we got our invites for the Guild Wars 2 beta. Yay! So this Friday, that's what I'll be streaming. I'm almost thinking that I'm going to be sick and can't go to work for part of Friday. Thinking I'm going to be ill right about the time they launch the beta. Oh yeah, my wife points out that I'm mentioning that to the people that I work with who might or might not be watching this stream. So, anyway, so I'll be there for part of the day. It's just we try to get onto the website so we could download the Guild Wars beta client, and apparently us and a whole lot of other people are trying to download it as well. So it didn't quite work out for me. So I had to keep working at it. My wife, she's currently downloading it now. Yeah, Ruthven, I did get. I'm going to get confused with people's names, so I'm just going to say yes. I got the team invite. How are you sitting? Oh, she was sitting cross-legged in her skirt. Yeah, that's probably not. Well, I don't. Yeah, that's probably not very cool. We gotta figure out where y'all hanging out at. There's sick bay. I probably went the wrong way. I'm like taking the scenic route. Not working out for you, huh? Oh, they're saluting me. Oh, that's cool. I think I'm just taking a long way to get to you. I'm gonna lose my squad support. Well, I'm running like a madman forever. Maybe on the space dock you don't have any kind of limitations on your running. Well, I should be finding you all very, very shortly. There you are. Found you all. Yeah, I should whip my pet out. Here he is. It's not quite full. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 empty spaces, thank you. And just because some of them are filled by tribbles that reproduce. Where'd my pet go? I think they ate my pet. Oh, there it is. There's the cat cub. Yeah. Hey, got it. Let's see. What happens if I bring it out? Well, anyhow. Oh, look. My pet is almost as big as Nala. Alright. Well, it says 35-40 minutes or so when we should be able to complete out this mission. I'm going to see if I can mark that as my primary, because I hate working on a quest that is not marked as my primary. Oh, where is it at? Nope, can't make primary. Dang it. That's alright. Once we get it started, I don't think I've actually got it the first bit started. It says, just to recap, so this was the episode 2 in the Camelot series. So access the Camelot Under Siege Foundry mission before playing, just so you get that backstory. That was from last week. If you didn't see it, it was basically a big museum floating in space that was attacked by Borg. Had something to do with like something else. Undine. I don't remember all the details. Yeah, it was. But anyhow, if you just go back and look for last week's episode, you can watch that, and then we'll do this. So at least you'll see them in order. Is that what it says? So we got to start in Vela System Regulus block. All right, team. Let's see. So Nala says gonna make me go get my. Oh, she wants to go get her pet. Use mine for a mount. It's big enough. She could ride it. And then Rufin, yep. So Vela System and Regulus. So we're beaming up to our ships. We're gonna make a beeline for sector space. Sector space. How do you do what? She's changed. Ah, yeah, my wife points out this will be her first time changing sectors. So, first of all, we gotta depart our system. So, to click the black hole. Oh, yeah, you can do that too. I forget that's down there. I'm so used to clicking the little black hole looking symbol. I love looking at all the different ships when we pop in. And it's like, there's my little teeny tiny baby one. And Diablo view. Alright. So we're going to Vela System and Regulus. So hit M for map. Click on the name, the arrow for Regulus. And off we go. You following somebody? Okay. Oh, I'm too far behind. Out of squad. That's alright. Once I get all caught up, I gotta remember just to use that button that lets me match levels. And this would be a good time to have a little bit of my cocoa. If this was a paid sponsorship, I would tell you what brand I was having even. But since they don't pay me, I'm not telling you who they are. Because if it was, I'd say, Nothing goes with Star Trek better than X brand of cocoa. For those cold nights of deep space, nothing warms you up better than a nice warm cup of X brand cocoa. See, and if you're a cocoa distributor, your cocoa could be here in this cup that I am consuming. I'm just saying is all. Yeah, I'll do a product plug. Heck yeah. Look, and if you're a t-shirt manufacturer, right here, usually you can see the top part. I might have to move my little banner, but you know, your shirt could be right here. Yep, I would do product plugs. I'm not proud. And if you want to give me a car, nothing gets me across sector space quicker than X brand car. Just saying. Eagle Claw says lol X brand because resistance is futile. Oh, I love that. That's a good one. That's right. I drink X brand because resistance is futile. King. It was assimilated. Oh my gosh, everybody is so much quicker. Follow, follow, quick, quick, quick. Speed up. Go, go, go. I need to take that skill where my ship is faster. That's not it. K. Skills. Not maneuvers. It's one of these. Let's see. Warp speed and turn rate in sector space. I don't know if that's the one I need to just go faster. It might be driver coil. This skill also improves your full impulse speed and full impulse turn rate as well as reduce the power drain. I think that's the one I need so I can go faster in sector space, but am not entirely sure. Alright, so here we go. Begin Dreams of Salvation and Glory. And we're beginning. So curl up, relax. Here's our little story. We're proceeding to the research station Theta at planet Psi Serpentis 5, located in the Vela system regular sector block. And we're beginning. Problem is X brand cocoa kind of makes me burpy. Well, just in case they don't want to drink that particular brand of cocoa, they should be warned. X brand. Resistance was futile, but it was assimilated, and now it's fighting back. Oh, Star Trek metaphors. What a great way to start the evening. She has her brand ready to go. Here, you had to do it right. Gee, I sure am thirsty. Let me have some of that Romulan ale. If only we could say what it is. Of course, with my luck, none of that shows up. It's all delayed. Oh, there it is. Cynic says, don't forget to level. Oh, yeah. We'll double check the leveling matching because I'm sure I fell behind and I'm sure it said you're out of luck. And we are patching. Here it comes. They don't fire as often as photon torpedo. Oh, torpedoes are on shared cooldown. You need to wait a few seconds between consecutive torpedo attacks, so plan your weapon loadout accordingly. I just fire it all. I really don't plan. It all gets shot. Patching 30 files. It just means there's a lot of really good content waiting for us. You might need to go turn on the air conditioner. It's hot. Makes you seepy. Go turn on the cold air. Go turn on the cold air, and then you won't be. That's right. Resistance is futile to my charms. She's turning on to air. So crazy, we finally got our new air conditioning in last week. Last Friday, as a matter of fact. And then it was like super cold for like 2 or 3 days. And it still hasn't really picked up in temperature. So we got it just in time for the cold part of the year to hit again. But at least it's in. OMG. I'm still loading. Jimpok became Chancellor of the Klingon High Council after slaying Martok in ritual combat in 2393. Here I am. Alright, so I guess I am level matched. Click. Matching. Nope, I am. I am now matched. Oh, he's got a Borg as a helper? 8 of 13. That is just way too cool. Looks like a Terminator. You tribbled me? Alright, I'm gonna see now if I can make my mission primary. Nope. Crap. So, well, because then it just makes me wonder. I guess we're on this here. Talk with Commander Ander, who's right up there. So we'll follow the story amongst the 4 of us as good as we can. Oh, and then Nala and Ruthven are just chatting. How did you get the Borg stuff? And that one is an accolade for getting into one of the assimilation devices in a ground STF Kittimer Accord IRRC. So, Captain, I knew you were coming, but I didn't expect your arrival so soon. In yellow, apparently, is me. I wish we could have met with you sooner. The funeral was a remarkable event. I didn't realize Andros had so many friends in her life. She's always been so focused on her career, on her marriage, or on our marriage. Your wife was one of the best I've ever known, a master technician, a noble diplomat, and a brilliant Parisis Squares player. She used to talk about those championship days at Starfleet Academy. Those are about 2 years before I met her. What actually happened to her? I know there's been a lot of subspace chatter about it. Officially, her senior staff aboard the top will notice her odd behaviors, managed to uncover her replacement's identity. It was never fully understood what the Undine's goals were. Unofficially, it's believed she was taken by the Undine during an away team mission in the Arukanis Arm. Details are being kept private while the investigation is taking place. I know that Canberra was searching for her. Andros remains missing. Given the Undine's past deceptions, all traces of their target are eliminated. Erased. I figured as much. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Truly, your presence here means much. Andros was a good friend at the Academy. You need to know she's missed. And we're concerned about you, too. Your departure from the Victorious was, well, abrupt. I chose another assignment. I had to. Something to redirect my thoughts. Here, on this research outpost. I'm content with the geophysics studies, cracking rocks, trying new metallurgic mixtures, even playing with elysium. We're getting closer to finding stronger whole alloys. There's a lot of competitiveness between the different stations on this mudball. I don't doubt new discoveries will happen while I'm here. Both Memory Alpha and the Daystrom Institute are sending staff members here next week to discuss our progress. I might even get to meet Annika Hansen. Ooh, the Hansens. Can I implore you to reconsider your assignment? Perhaps aboard my vessel? Will you join us? Respectfully, no. This is proving to be a good change of pace. It's either this, or the solace of a monastery on Pajem. I plan to stay here for a while, or until the Canberra locate Andros. The door is always open for you, should you change your mind. Comm badge chirps loudly. Commander, this is the ship. Priority communication coming in from Starfleet Command. It's Commander Slore. Patch it through. Good morning, Commander. I am pleased to report your request to rejoin the search in system L374 is granted. Mission briefs have been transmitted. We'll expect your ship to rejoin Captain Tolur and the USS Righteous at Camelot Station within the day. Your crew's experience during the last mission is needed here. I'm sorry, we dismissed your ship after the Borg incursion at Camelot Station. May you find our missing Fleet Museum starships and those missing souls aboard. Slore out. Aye, sir. Away team, stand by to beam up. Yeah, I remember that. It had all them ships out there. That was kind of neat. Andar, won't you reconsider? Your destiny is meant for missions such as those, Captain. My loss runs too deep. You need a crew at their optimal best. We'll check back with you. I'll keep in touch with the Canberra, too. Captain Nyla on the Canberra was a classmate of yours, and Andros, too. She'll turn every stone to find her, if she's still alive. Beam us up. Course set for System L374. We received communications from both Captain Toulour and the Camelot Station. They're expecting us shortly. Beam us up. And we're on our way. Soon. Looks like a deep space station. You have a different picture up on yours. Almost makes me want to watch a whole bunch. Yeah, we did. We started the Enterprise. Well, we watched the prologue, so like the first 2 episodes on the pilot on Netflix. Oh, that's right. If they want me to advertise them, they should send. So on X brand video streaming service, they now have Enterprise. I have like all of them. Commander, we've arrived in System L374. Camelot Station has approved our approach. We have been requested to orbit just below the station. Several other ships are also parked nearby, including the USS Righteous. Full ahead to Camelot. And follow. And follow. Yum. And we're just going to follow Mr. Ruthven, because it just seems the safe thing to do. And look, we're falling into a column. Oh, so much for following. That's alright. We'll catch up. I think Raz got left behind. She had to go check something. She'll catch up. Oh. Nope, I definitely want to make sure I stay matched, that's for sure. Alright, any minute I should be getting some dialogue options with them. Yeah, we should probably rate for Waz. We'll wait. She'll just be right back. I need to juggle something on these moments of silence. Or I could start rumor. I hear William Shatner is starting another Star Trek movie. I think that will be the official rumor I spread. Apparently my son said there was a monster outside his window, so she had to go vanquish it real quick. Alright, we just waiting for you. We didn't want to leave you behind too much, so we just gotta put your engines on. There she comes. Yeah, I was on follow too, and it didn't advance. I had to turn my engines on, so. But, you're just about there. Alright, I think we're good now. The gang's all here again. Ooh, and a hippie yay. Hippie-eye yay. Hippie-eye yay. Mother sucker has joined the bullpen. Woohoo! Oh. We're surrounded by Federation ships. Wanted to get a closer look on that science vessel, which I still think is pretty cool looking. Alright, so we should be getting close enough here pretty soon that we'll get comms in the next part of our little mission. And there it is. Full stop. Oh, there it is. Alright, so USS ship. This is Lieutenant Doreen Agwan. Camelot Station welcomes you. Please beam aboard our command center at your earliest convenience. Our conference is about to begin. Let's go away, team. So I was real glad we got to do part 2, just to continue on the different styles of missions. You know, combat-centered missions. This one is more story-focused. The author said, use the word, you know, not novella style, but definitely has enough dialogue that you get a deep storyline going. So that's very, very cool. And the last mission also had a lot of deep story, but then it actually had, you know, some elements of combat thrown in, some space, you know, space combat, ground combat. So it'll be interesting to see where this one goes. So I'm curious. Oh, it's Hippie 1 Yay, or Hippie I. I saw that as a 1. Hippie I Yay. That just makes me think of Die Hard. Hippie I Yay. Okay, so here's who we got to talk to. Lieutenant Miranda Tazzini. Sir, I don't know if you remember me. Lieutenant Miranda Tazzini. I'm formerly with the USS Valley Forge. This is one of my references within the game to the prior Foundry mission, Camelot Under Siege. Oh, so this would be good, you know, good refresher if you did the first one, but maybe fill in some plot gaps if you didn't do the first one. Yes, Lieutenant, I remember you. How are you? Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. After our engagement with the Borg, I decided to remain with the station. We really made a difference that day. How has the Camelot Station fared since the Borg? Better than expected, I think. Camelot Station's command has left level 37 alone. They've quarantined the entire deck. There's talk of replacing the lower 14 decks to exercise any Borg tech. Some are hoping to turn it into a museum attraction. Can you believe that? Well, yeah, I can. We have some of your Valley Forge crew aboard. I've heard. I stay in touch with them. They've only had praise for you and your ship. We'll never forget the day your ship came to our aid. Tears in her eyes. Thank you, sir, for everything that day. For helping the Valley Forge survivors with their new assignments. Starfleet was going to deploy us to other ships until you stepped in. That meant a lot to us. You deserve it, Lieutenant. Good luck. I just watched in the chat here, and Hippie says he had the name before the movie. Oh, so they stole it from you. Hopefully you get some royalties from that, because that is a famous quote. Alright, so we're going to talk to Lieutenant Doreen Agwan. Welcome to Camelot Station, Commander. We're glad you can join us. Captain Telev, our station commander, is hosting your meeting in the rear of the command center. Where's most of the station staff? Given the top secret nature of the matter, everyone, save critical Camelot Station command staff, have been asked to leave the command center. Even the log recorders have been disabled. I will be monitoring the station in the meantime. We're still an operational museum. In fact, another rotation of visitors is coming aboard as we speak. Has our arrival stirred their attention? So that's interesting. Top secret, but yet people are going to come and just roam the vessel. And Hippie IA says, no, I just thought of this, and the quote is, Hippie Kaye. Ugh, I'm always getting something wrong. I was close, though. Hippie Kaye, it's close. We're managing their expectations. The visitors have been informed that Starfleet vessels have arrived to pay homage to those lost during the Borg attack here. We're also limiting civilian comm traffic until your departure. The arrivals of the Righteous, Herschel, and the Adler are creating excitement for many. What about the USS Plate? You'll meet Captain Philip of the Plate at your meeting, along with the other Starfleet captains. The plate just finished salvage and recovery operations of museum artifacts stolen by the Borg. We've recovered 100% of the artifacts. Thanks for you and the 5th Fleet's intervention. 80% were destroyed, 20% were still intact. Truthfully, less than 2% will ever be presentable in the museum archives. I noticed station security has increased. Yes, since your last visit, Starfleet has stationed the USS Mjolnir here. Captain Napier is occasionally dispatched to assist in the space lanes, but Camelot Station has a permanent Starfleet guard ship here. Members of Starfleet's 5th Fleet, led by Captain Toulour of the Righteous, visit regularly too. We're still a Federation museum, not a military outpost. I've noticed some changes to Camelot Station. I didn't see any. There have been quite a few. The station's position has been changed, in case the Borg decide to return unexpectedly. We've increased station security by 20%. The research wings haven't returned to full operations, but the visitor traffic has surprisingly increased. We've also restored the USS Scythe and Sun Tzu to Camelot's Fleet Museum shipyards, along with a new addition, the USS Pool. The Pool? The Pool was a Nova-class Starfleet science vessel which saved 2 colonies from extinction about 20 years ago. They delivered vaccines and supplies after the Tholians tried to annex their worlds. And the Tholians wanted them to die off so they could claim the worlds for themselves. That's what Starfleet suspected. The Pool managed to hold off 4 Tholian vessels until Starfleet could rout them. Almost all hands were lost. I didn't think there would be anything left of that vessel. It must have been heavily rebuilt. Or that's a replica. That's no replica, it's the actual ship. Like the other 2 mothballed vessels, she's no longer spaceworthy, but her legacy lives on, here at Camelot. May I respectfully recommend you and your away team joins Captain Telov for the meeting? And here's a tip. Proceed to the meeting in the back area of the command center, behind Lieutenant Agwan. There is an empty spot for you next to Captain Toulour. Ooh, let's see if we can all fit in the same chair. So it's back here. Here's... Oh, that's Tazini. I'm going the wrong way. Everybody's going the right way and I'm just wandering around. Here it is. So we just gotta find the right spot here. What if we're supposed to sit up there? I'm sure we have to stand in just the right spot to trigger it. There it is. And the Herschel science teams came to that conclusion as well. Commander, we can start the meeting. I'm Commander Valentina Tarasanova, Starfleet Special Liaison to Camelot Station. You already know Captain Toulour, Commander Wyatt, and their tactical staff. I'd like to introduce you to Captain Philip and Wanju and the Plate and Herschel respectively. I also like to introduce Commander Imnax of the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. He is our SCE contact regarding the Borg transwarp gate. Everyone, as you were, please continue. In an effort to investigate the disappearance of the Camelot Station Fleet Museum ships, which you last encountered during the Borg attack here, Starfleet Command has decided to re-energize and reopen the Borg transwarp gate. Ooh, that can't be good. We share your original conclusion, Commander. There wasn't enough debris or energy signatures to declare the museum vessels destroyed, and those same ships would have shown up nearby if they departed system L374. We've asked ships in the major space lanes to keep watch. No one has seen or heard from them. Are we certain they went through the gate? No, unless the museum ships were pulled into the gravity well of system L374 Sun. It is a Class B supergiant after all, and those ships lack warp drive power. Is that a possibility? We've ruled that out, Thaleb. Based on the direction and timing, the 5 museum ships could have entered the gate. It was fully operational. It took considerable time to reconstruct the exact coordinates used by the gate before the commander scrambled the gate functionality. That action may have stopped the Borg from escaping, but it cut off the museum ships from returning. Both Captain Toulour and I engaged the Borg with the commanders on that day. It was the right decision. Then have you located the museum ships? Not yet, Commander, but thanks to the resources of the SCE, we've restored gate functionality. We've run numerous computer simulations against the data from the gate and that of your ship's records. We believe we have the exact coordinates. And what of the gate's status? I'm Commander Imnax with the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. It took 14 days to power down the gate after your last encounter. Starfleet had to make sure no further Borg forces would access the gate from the other side. The Starfleet Corps of Engineers has successfully figured out this gate's functionality. We're powering up the gate as we speak. Just makes me think of Stargate, and I gotta rotate the ring. What are your thoughts, Captain Toulour? In this case, we don't believe the Borg are a threat any longer. When you scrambled the gate coordinates, the Borg were locked out. Since this gate opens into a variety of sectors and quadrants, all Borg controlled, we've shut down the gate. Oh, shut down the gate access. Are you sure the Borg can't get through? Believe us, they've tried. Examples include multi-decrypt bursts when we've cycled the gate operations, failed viral and hack attacks too. Do you recall how your science team cycled the gate? Your people locked the gate onto different locations, constantly changing the connection to prevent the Borg from coming through. I remember. Well, the Borg still tried to push their ships through during those 0.100 millionths of a second gate openings from different systems. The Borg have never gotten more than a sell its hair through the gateway, but they tried, at least until the gate was completely shut down. How are you monitoring the gate? We've stationed a dozen Starfleet tactical runabouts with non-sentient holographic crew members as monitoring precaution. Sentry units that never get tired or bored. Imagine that. Computers in the future. Exactly. The rigors of maintaining such guard duty would be too much for any race. We're using sanctioned holograms from Dr. Louis Zimmerman's base program. ETHs, Emergency Tactical Holograms. They aren't in widespread use, but then again, this is a special instance. Starfleet continues to surprise me. I'd like to add something. I'm Lublik, Tactical Officer with the Righteous. Like the Lieutenant Commander said, we have the exact coordinates when the museum ships entered the gate, presuming they did. It was before your science team managed to scramble the gate codes and block Borg access. Within the next hour, the gate will have sufficient energy levels to reach that prior gate point, which leads to the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? Does Starfleet Command understand the risks involved in opening a direct route to Borg territory? Decades ago, Admiral Janeway's legendary damage to the Borg Collective reduced their numbers. They became a lesser threat in their own quadrant. As a former Borg drone, I can speak with authority. Most of the Collective is focused on the Alpha and Beta quadrants. There is a vendetta against the Federation. We are perceived as the biggest threat to the Borg since Species 8472. Also known as the Undine. The Borg are no longer dominant in the Delta Quadrant, not in the overwhelming numbers they once were. The Borg are mad. I too was a former member of the Borg Collective, assimilated at Norvot Colony, rescued by the USS Crazy Horse soon after. Speaking of assimilation, try brand X Cocoa. But the memories are never ending. The Borg lack the numbers they once possessed. Janeway almost succeeded, I wish he had, regardless of the intelligence boost associated with the assimilation. I would trade 1,000 lifetimes to have avoided that. I pray they didn't assimilate the museum ship crews. Explain, please. I can address that. Based on further research, hypotheses, and conjectures, we do believe the Camelot Station Fleet Museum ships escaped the Borg. During your prior mission, 2 of the museum ships, the USS Sun Tzu and the USS Scythe, were discovered floating in space. They were disabled, collapsed life support systems, plasma leaks, total systems failure. There were no survivors aboard either ship. And we came to the same conclusion. During our recovery operations of the Borg cube destroyed, the USS Plate discovered the assimilated bodies of 17 deceased crew members, all of whom came through the 2 museum ships, and only those 2 ships. My crew was very thorough. Thank you, Captain Phillip. Go on. We haven't released the information until now, since the investigation is ongoing. Captain Phillip looks over at Captain Toulour, who nods with approval. 11 of them were Starfleet personnel from your vessel, some of your engineering staff, whom you sent over to assist with the ship evacuations. Yes, I did order engineering away teams to each museum ship. Only a few Camelot Station staff members had the expertise. They needed additional help. I agreed to beam them over. Well, sir, they were heroes. They managed to use those 2 ships to block the Borg while the other 5 museum ships made it to the gate. Those two ships were recovered and repaired again for the Fleet Museum shipyard displays. Your people were incredibly efficient. They got shields, impulse drives, even increased phaser bank output. Miracle workers, I swear. That sounds like my people. Love my people. It's likely your people also managed to increase operational efficiencies on those other museum vessels. The plate was able to detect very, very faint propulsion readings from different Federation impulse units leading to the Borg transwarp gate. Starfleet never fully disabled those vessels. They weren't true mothballed status. Sure, they didn't have warp drive, but they had armaments and key systems left on board. Starfleet never knew if an Orion pirate raid might strike before our ships could arrive. The general public wasn't aware. In fact, we kept the information on a need-to-know basis. Camelot's MACO security detachments were fully trained, but the museum staff wasn't. They were overwhelmed during the Borg attack. Valuable advice, Commander Miza. Stay and fight the Borg ships with limited weaponry and no warp engine power, and lose, or 2, try to escape. We don't know why they went through the gate, especially since the Borg were headed that direction too. We think they panicked. Any capable Starfleet tech or engineer would have been busting their humps in main engineering on each ship, trying to keep them moving along. Those museum folks were probably at the helm. I could see them going through the gate, then trying to double back. Maybe so, but when the gate codes were changed, they were blocked from returning. These ships still need to pull a USS Voyager-type Miracle to return to the Alpha Quadrant. However, unlike the Voyager, they're going to be at sublight speeds, no warp power. That should make it easy to locate them, unless they took a chance on the warp-capable runabouts on board, but we doubt they would do that. What are the mission specifics? Here we go. Your mission per Starfleet Command. So, the righteous Herschel and our ship will enter the reactivated Borg transwarp gate. You will be on your own in the Delta Quadrant, approximately 60,000 light-years from Federation space. Search and locate the missing Camelot Station museum vessels and crew members. Return to Federation space. Observe the Prime Directive. You have full authority to engage the Borg if needed. Nice. To avoid compromising our Borg transwarp gate, you will not have your own access from the Delta Quadrant. We will reopen the gate at a specific time for 5 minutes. This will be done 3 times only. Your vessels will be given the exact information. If you do not return, then we will assume your task force was destroyed and the Borg have compromised the gate. What if the Borg come through the gate before us? We will have ships from Starfleet's 5th Fleet to stand watch on our side of the gate. Understood. We accept the mission, Lieutenant Commander. Captains Wanju and Talur nod in agreement. Good hunting to you all. Information will be transmitted shortly to your ships. This meeting is adjourned. Here's a tip. Take the time to introduce yourself to others at this meeting. Talur, Imnax, Wanju, Philip, and Talav. Then being back aboard your ship, basically, to warp to the Borg transwarp gate within the solar system. Let's bring them home. I really don't want to talk to him. I'm not sure if you remember, sir. We met at the Tycho Astronomy Conference 3 years ago. Yes, I do. You were speaking on bad astronomy findings and assumptions amongst the populace. I wish your presentation was required reading with the masses. They'd learn a lot. Thank you, Commander. That's very kind. What was the USS Plate doing on L374? Only the finest recovery work in this sector. We finished the work after your last mission to Camelot Station. The Borg managed to abscond with huge amounts of museum artifacts, mostly engineering technologies. Between you and the 5th Fleet stopping the Borg here, they weren't able to leave with any of the tech. However, most of it was destroyed or damaged beyond recognition. We've accounted for everything. Your sensors must be powerful. Truthfully, I wish the Plate was going with you, not the Herschel. We may be a small Oberth-class starship, but we have some of the most powerful sensors around. We lack the weaponry of the Herschel, though. We wouldn't last long in a firefight against the Borg. Just look at the wreckage at Wolf 359. I think the Plate could handle the job. I appreciate your confidence, sir, but realistically, ships like the Herschel and yours are better suited. Besides, we're still helping Camelot Station to reorganize. They lost their entire station staff, except for Ensign Bomi during that Borg attack. Bomi? Wasn't she the Benzite scientist? She was, and is. She remained with Camelot Station after your rescue mission here. She's still leery of going anywhere near the lower decks, but her counselor has done a great job with her recovery. She's our primary liaison, hard worker too. It was good to meet you, Captain. It is an honor to meet you again, Commander. Have you been well? Yes, thank you. How is the Righteous? Her crew stands ready. We've upgraded our systems since our last engagement together. I have to say the Avenger class has a lengthy operational lifespan, but our work as the flagship of Starfleet's 5th Fleet has been demanding. The vessel may not last more than 10 years if conflict between the two different factions doesn't stop soon. Where's the rest of the 5th Fleet? The 5th Fleet is otherwise engaged in the Hiromi sector. The USS Victoria has been designated as a fleet flagship until we return. I couldn't pass on this assignment. Starfleet has been sluggish to respond, far too slow. Starfleet rejected my original query. I know, Commander. We've been aware of your dismissed request. When the word was given to authorize an official search and rescue through the gate, we made sure you were contacted. I thought my request carried weight. I did make a formal request. It should have. I know you beamed engineering teams from your vessel to help those museum ships escape. Not only are the Camelot survivors missing, but many of your engineers too. Why were we excluded? I think Starfleet wasn't sure where to begin. With the new Borg incursion, the appearances of the transport gate, and the stolen museum artifacts, information had to be locked down until the scope of the Borg threat was assessed. You'd think Section 31 was involved from all the secrecy. I strongly doubt Section 31 involved here. My apologies, Captain. I didn't mean to offend. I don't think Captain Tallur meant anything by that, sir. Starfleet Command has been keenly aware of the disappearance of those museum ships. With the gate powered down, then relocated and studied, they're being careful. Opening the gate suddenly to send a rescue mission could have unleashed waves of Borg invaders. I agree, Commander. Still, the disappearance of the museum ships had been put on the back burner. You have no argument from me on that. Nor I, Commander. You should meet with the other Starfleet captains, Commander Wyatt, and I will return to the Righteous. We'll rendezvous at the gate's new location within System L374. I know you're anxious, like us, to get this mission underway. Yep, let's beam up. That's not beaming up. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Commander Tabril, or Captain. I bring you greetings from the crew of the Herschel. Your adventures have become almost legendary. I feel humbled standing beside you. Yeah, Ruth and Foot sleeping. Alright, so here we go. And alright, we just gotta talk to him quickly. Yep, you're doing a live broadcast here. We ain't got time to read all the story. So what that means is you have incentive to come and play it and read all the dialogue yourself. But when people on my team start to put the little Z sleeping symbols, it's time we gotta get going. So thus the problem with live broadcast. Yeah, Ruthven says, my picture's probably in front. I like some dialogue, but that is a bit much. It's totally different if you're reading it, but like when you're with a group of folks and you've got one guy reading it out loud, yeah, I think it gets a little tedious. So I would encourage, if you like what you see, come play it yourself, read all the little dialogue options yourself as well to get the full story. I mean, because it really is well written. It is really, really good. Yeah, we're just ready to go kill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill the Borg. We're going through the gate. They're dialing it in. First chevron locked. Second chevron locked. It might not be that kind of a gate, but I'm okay with that. Looks like we just got to go straight ahead. Let's go. I don't see the Camelot or anything. I guess it's just us. Commander, there's a priority transmission coming from the Righteous. Sir, they're under attack. Red alert! Ahead full. Open the channel. Captain Toulour appears on the view screen. With everything you've got! Background voice. Shields at 33% and dropping. 29%. 27%. Captain, this is Toulour. The Borg were waiting on the other side of the gate. They came through the instant we opened. Number 1, get fire control systems up here. Now, helm. Adjust courses to 63 Mark 7. Chaos and minor explosions echo throughout the background. We're taking heavy damage. The Borg, they... Raise them again. The Herschel isn't responding to hails. We are getting data from the tactical runabouts, though. They've engaged the Borg. It's one of their large vessels. Sir, I don't know how long our ships will last. It's a good thing we came to a full stop to read the dialogue then. We need reinforcements. Sir, I've gone ahead and checked the Borg transport gate. It's still powered up, but the gate transfer function is closed. The Herschel managed to launch sensor probes into the gate just as the Borg were coming through. I'll analyze the telemetry. Good thinking, Tactical. Status report. All systems ready. All decks report battle ready. Order the tactical runabouts to start rescue operations for any survivors. Those runabouts don't stand a chance up against the Borg ship. It's up to us! All hands, engage the Borg. Ooh! So cool! We're going up against the Borg. We're going. Yes. Well, I've been boosted, so even if Cynic goes first with all his fancy high-level weaponry, I've been boosted, so I think we'll do fine as well. Which is dead ahead. Looks like his ship's a Galaxy class. I know, right? I'm really curious. Is that the driver coil skill? Is that what we got? Oh wait, there's starship flow capacitors. Oh, that's drain shields. I really think it's the driver coil. I think will help with that. Oh, I don't have much points to spend, so I may never know. Oh boy, everybody's faster than me. I'm just gonna have to hit my speed up button. Oh, sped too much. How are we doing? Alright, so there should be something in this circle. Looks like we got a couple circles to investigate. Well, guess what? He caught me already. Huh. I guess it's just a matter of getting to the right circle. Well, why don't you... I'm on follow. Why don't you just go ahead and do full impulse and we'll do our best to keep up with you. There it is. Oop, a whole bunch of ships are there. The Borg. Yep, spacebar will attack. You are. Yep. And if you're lucky, it auto targets too. So I don't know what they're shooting at, but I'm pretty safe, it appears. Oop, I got hit by that. Reinforce my front shield. Boom. Hippie-eye. Yay, left. Oh well. We did it, sir. That we did. Hail the righteous. Get me Toulour. This is Commander Wyatt. Commander, what's your status? Captain Toulour is assessing our losses, including the Herschel. The Righteous's warp nacelles are damaged. Main energizers and weapon systems are down. In the Borg transwarp gate status, we have the gate on lockdown. Nothing is going in or out at the moment. Are we aborting the mission? No! Commander, get that gate functional again. This mission continues as planned. Based on telemetry from the Herschel's probes, there aren't any Borg vessels within 4 days travel at warp 9.2. That gives you 4 days, with 2 return windows as originally planned. We're transmitting the revised schedule now. What about your ship? The Righteous is wounded, but she'll survive. We can conduct repairs while we wait for reinforcements to arrive. Commander, I would respectfully request that Commander Wyatt join you, along with a few members of my security teams. When you find the museum ships, you may need the extra hands to assist. Beam them aboard immediately. Sir, we have accommodations for them, although I would recommend limiting the number. We need enough room to handle the museum ship survivors. Understood. Thank you, Commander. Our team is on its way. We'll reopen the gate. Godspeed, Adler, or ship. Find those missing ships and bring all hands back home safely. We will. There's the gate. Access the Borg transwarp gate. Very soon. We're almost there. Now we just gotta get close enough. Close enough. I'm right clicking, my wife's right clicking, we're all clicking on it trying to get close enough. Oh, there it is. Gate systems are a go, we're heading through. We're gonna warp. And there we are. Chevron 6 locked. We're going through. Let's see if they manage to find the 7th chevron. That's the one that says Earth. Use Earth as the constant point of reference. And we're through. Nice. Check out the map. Guess we just go forward till we trigger. There it is. Sir, our flight through the gate, those readings were off the charts. We traveled an incredible distance in no time at all. We'll have to do new sensor calibration to sort it out. All decks report. Helm, are we in the Delta Quadrant? I need to stop. Aye, sir. Over 60,000 light years from our now I'm going backwards. From our original position, if readings are correct. Astrometrics is confirming the data. We are in the Delta Quadrant, close to the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way. Any sign of the Borg? Sensors aren't reporting any contacts. Wait, I'm reading 4. No, 5 impulse drive signatures. Light plasma diffused energy trails straight ahead. The museum ships? Most likely. None of those ships were equipped with functional warp drive units. They had been sitting in Camelot Station's Fleet Museum shipyard in mothballed status, but they had impulse drives and thrusters. Begin hailing frequencies. Repeat every 3 minutes until we make contact. Minimal power output so we don't apprise anyone of our arrival. Keep scanning on all frequencies. Sir, if I may, the Borg know about our arrival. They're likely on their way. Let's keep a low profile regardless. Stand down from alert. Commander, sensors are reporting a large asteroid mass ahead, traveling at sublight speeds. Bearing 0.111. Any relation to these asteroid fragments? No, sir. They're a different composition. I theorized the Borg stripped apart an asteroid to create the transwarp gate frame. That's why there's so much debris in the area. But the large asteroid ahead, it's traveling at a very high rate of speed. It's almost unnatural. Helm, set course for the large asteroid ahead. Well, that's Let's go to it. Any minute. I'm just gonna do it. Full impulse. Otherwise, that's a pretty big circle to explore. That asteroid is way out there. Welcome to the bridge, Commander White. Thank you, sir. Your crew has gone out of their way to make us feel at home. May I know the ship's status? We're following 5 energy trails, all of which are leading towards a large asteroid ahead. Science, what's the latest? Sir, the energy trails are ending. It's possible the asteroid mass smashed into them. It was on a similar trajectory. Explain. Think about it this way. The asteroid is traveling... Oh, here's math. Those ships didn't have experienced crews aboard, and those ships have limited sensor arrays. By the time they react to an alarm klaxon, they're space dust. No sign of the ships? None. No comm bridge traffic, no ship-to-ship communications, not even a distress beacon. Then it says, navigate your ship to the asteroid, investigate the entire mass, look for signs of the Camelot Station Museum starships. Tactical, what's your assessment? The same assessment as science. That large asteroid ahead is silent, no threats detected. Oh. Gotta get to it. There are several solar systems nearby, none of which are inhabited by sentient life. We're getting strong radio bursts from a distant pulsar, but no subspace transmissions. When you say none of which are inhabited by sentient life, you say that so conclusively. I do, sir. It's supremely ironic. We've emerged into the Delta Quadrant along one of the routes taken by the USS Voyager decades ago. Astrometrics has triple-checked their star charts. Lieutenant Graub expects us to have a full report issued to you in the next 10 minutes. Understood. I've already done some review. Okay, I'm getting... Be prepared. I can only read so much at night. So, basically, let's get to the asteroid and search, and we gotta find these museum ships. So, I gotta leave a little something for you all to come and read and explore on your own. You know, yeah, it's quite a bit of a spoiler. You're gonna see how it ends if you watch the whole thing. But I don't want to spoil all the dialogue for you. Let me just speed up even more. They're already at the asteroid, so I gotta use my super fast impulse. They're all here. The Chennai, Congo, Santa Fe, Juno, and the Morning Star. You can opt to review more information about each Camelot Station Fleet Museum ship before proceeding further with the current mission. There is a bug in the mission that says you are talking with USS Congo instead you are talking with your science officer. Now, done. And my wife just got her Guild Wars 2 download done. Yippee-ki-yay! Mother... That can't be. Uh-oh. The X? There it is. Whew. Surprised her it popped up, and then she had finally made it go away. That can't be. What is it? There's no life signs. No signs of life. Scans are showing no bio readings, dead or alive. The ships, they're abandoned. But the power levels are nominal. Someone literally left the lights on. Battery reserves are still strong, though. Scan the asteroid again. Focus on the structures. The asteroid's composition is unbelievably dense. Our sensors aren't penetrating. There are elements in the asteroid's composition that aren't in our databanks. I knew Andar should have joined us for this mission. Sir, never mind. Tell me about the ships. That's the geological guy that we first met. How are they attached? Via docking seals. The artificial structures have docking portals which are slightly larger than ours, but all 5 ships are firmly connected. Their systems are online. Have you tried emergency override? Strange, the computer systems aboard each ship, none of them are responding to our commands. Even their command authorization codes? Affirmative, none of them are working. Change our codes right now. Those vessels may have been compromised. Aye, sir. Begin a new sensor sweep. Try a narrow focus sensor scan of the airlock seals. I'm seeing... How old is the asteroid? The asteroid mass came together about 3.2 million years ago. Rechecks their scanners. The artificial constructs are more than 1,000 years old. They've taken a tremendous amount of micrometeorite damage, but they're intact. Surprising as they aren't hardened for interstellar travel. Well, it looks like we're going to beam over. Good luck, Commander Wyatt. Let's see here. Commander Wyatt and I will need our own chest-based code phrases or for transport. Okay, something, something, something. Aye, sir, and I'll consult Mr. Stocks' tri-dimensional chessboard right away. You'll have those codes before you depart. Good. Away teams. Ready. Alright, so we moved ahead a little bit. We gotta go. Gotta move this thing. Train is a rolling. And we are slowly loading. Any moment now. The only problem I have, zoning is really slow. And right as I start to complain, it starts to jump in speed. My wife was hoping it would go faster now that her Guild Wars 2 is done downloading, but it's still taking its time. And we are now on the asteroid. We're inside the asteroid, just on the other side of the Morning Star's docking seal. Let's look around. Survey the Federation supplies. Ooh. My wife almost shot the Borg. Oops. I don't get it. 5 Federation starships docked into whatever this place is. No life signs, no bodies either. Failed life support systems within these artificial structures. And we see that someone was transferring cargo. This makes no sense. Where are they? Basically, I'd say engineering. Maybe the crews were trying to rebuild warp drive units from scratch. Alright, we'll just move on. Proceed further. Transmission from our ship. Commander, we're losing your signal. So I have an idea. The further we move away from the beam-in point, the worse the signal is getting. What if we remove our comm devices and create a chain network? Like a trail of breadcrumbs. Nice. Exactly. So return to beam-in point, place a comm device nearby, then continue to explore further into the asteroid's interior. You will place additional comm devices in the asteroid as you travel. Nice. Very good. Oh, she's using her code. Alright, we're experiencing communication interference here. And then got pawn 6 to knight level 3. Queen to king level 2, check. Confirmed. Oh, that's cute. Using chess talk for their code. Alright, we've chained together our comm devices in order to maintain communications. Keep the channel open. Let's go. Oh, all systems are fine. Commander, we are about to send a shuttlecraft over. No! Don't do that. We're going along here. Voyager hadn't benefited from that tech upgrade. We'll compare Voyager's records with the probe's new data, then report back. Alright, so place comm devices for network relay. So I'm going to place one here. That's one. And now we will proceed. I like that. So far, that is a very clever way of dealing with problems. Alright, people are placing. Now let's go place another comm device. Right there. Commander, I'm detecting multiple life signs, all humanoid, but not Federation life forms. Where? Bearing 7 Mark 5. Keep your weapons holstered. Let's try a friendly approach. Ooh, we're not cowboys this time. Initiate first contact protocols. I know they might not like the Borg, but it's a friendly Borg. Ew, here come the weird people. Oh. Alright, talk to Ulan female. I'll initiate first contact protocols. Taps personal comm device 3 times to activate Universal Translator multimode. Hello, my name is Jadrian Tabriel. Greetings from the United Federation of Planets. We come in peace. Cha Tavil, whatever, I can't read that. Va is Asai. Our universal translators are supposed to sample their speech and run it against known languages. I'm using my tricorder 2. There's no known vocal pattern in Federation records to match this. Ooh, neat. Sounds the entire alphabet, then sets blah blah blah. The alien chatter loudly amongst themselves, then change their tonal frequency and patterns. Your East Starfleet? Oh my goodness. This is gonna be rough. Yes. How do you something Ulan, you are Starfleet. You will know us as Ulan. You are salvation to many of us. Travel far distance from dying world, many years. You are travelers among black void, distance, emptiness. No warriors. Our mission is one of peace. So we should request linguistic support from our ship. I concur. Request linguistic support. Beam over Lieutenant so-and-so. Wincing in extreme pain. I will, my head, it... What is it, Lieutenant? Whisper, sir, if in my head such pain. No, sir, just need a moment to collect myself. Alright, just moving along. Not yet, Commander. I just need to build up some resistance. Your comrade is not well. It is hurt, troubled, pained. We have much experience with pain, agony, hurt, harm. Ooh, smiled when we said that. Before we do, we are seeking our people. They were aboard the spaceships which are connected to your home. Where are they? Warriors all. They bring Slater, Renix. Wow. All death, sickness, darkness, hurt, harm. Uh-oh. There's no problems registering. The biologic threats, no vectors. Both the Ulan and our away team are completely healthy. I dare say these beings are very healthy. All are gone, sent to the darkness, came here with sickness, harm, hurt. Not one kept their spark. All are gone. Oh. Basically, we will work with you on your ship. Now, can't just transport you back. Really. All are gone. Sickness removed, harm, hurt over, neutralized. You take us into salvation, new place of warmth and light. Our journey must end here. Start at new place, new glory, blah, blah, blah. We will remain here to conduct our surveys first. Okay. Let's see. You will follow us. Thank you. Lead the way. Well, it said 35 to 40 minutes, and this is much longer than 35-40 minutes, I have to admit. But still, really well written. It's just, when you're expecting something that says 35 to 40 minutes, but it's got so much dialogue, it's really hard to keep up. Yeah, if you're a speed reader, no problem, but I can't speed read out loud. I think some of them are reading. Nala says don't shoot the little person. No shooting at little people today. Hey, we got a couple more in the bullpen. Ballaway and Pat M82. Hey, Pat M82, how's it going? And Ballaway, how are you this evening? Caught us in the, want to say maybe mid to end of our current Starfleet mission for the night. Thank you. Alright, there's somebody. Talk with Commander Wyatt. I'm assuming that's Commander Wyatt. The Ulan closed the large black door behind you and your away team. Commander! We can talk freely now. I've scanned the room. There are no listening devices, just Federation tech to make us comfortable. Relax, rest. My away team is talking with Ulan representatives. I felt it more important to meet with you, though. Where exactly is your away team? They have gone deep into the asteroid to assess the population. My communicator can't reach them. We've been planning a relay network of comm devices. We need to find them, then get back to our ship. The Prime Directive can be followed. We need to leave this place, remove or disable whatever Federation items we can. And then what do you think of the Ulun? Something isn't right with these beings. My intuition says they're too desperate to leave this rock, too eager to get on board our ship. They kept pestering us to come aboard. But there are also too many unanswered questions before we allow that. My sentiments exactly. So it's a complete mess over there. Sections of the something interiors have been torn apart, though the vessel is still operational. We were intercepted by the Ulan before we could make it off the ship. I don't know what condition the other museum ships are in, and I couldn't report back once they brought us further into the asteroid. We did follow the initial first contact protocols. I didn't alert your ship, though. We were moved along to the asteroid's interior very quickly. The Ulan were very insistent about being brought aboard the ship. I wonder why our sisters didn't detect life signs. We believe they saw the ship from their windows and hid within the asteroid. These Ulan have been in space for untold years. They have a panache for staring into the darkness, as they call it. There's not much else to do here. But they're also deceptive. They stayed hidden while we checked the Chennai, then surprised us when we entered the asteroid's interior. What do we understand about these Ulan? Ooh. They cannot die. They're eternal bioforms. Super soldiers. Just kind of moving along here. The Ulan need to remain here. So we're not going to take them. Sir, you may want to consider this. We're in Borg territory. Not since species A472, the Undine, have the Borg met anything they couldn't assimilate. The Ulan pose a similar challenge. The Borg would do everything in their power to capture and assimilate the Ulan's biodistinctiveness as their own. Borg that never die. As implausible as it sounds, actual zombie Borgs. Had to go there. Then I concur, and it goes on. What about this room? What's your conclusion? They were exiled. Call it what you like. We know they want salvation from this an empty shell of rock, ice, and darkness. They want glory too. We are in extreme danger. Oh. Can you read the Ulan's thoughts? Strangely, no, they are sophisticated. Thinking at such a rapid pace, I cannot focus on a single thought from them. They are constantly thinking. And then the last part, the Ulan. Keep shields raised. Stand by for emergency beam outs. Rotate shield frequencies as you do so. I want you to beam aboard Commander Wyatt. My team and I are remaining behind for now. I'm surprised. We think so. There were signs of spacefaring race. Mostly interest system. Dozens of asteroid mining colonies around the fourth planet, all inactive. There's enough debris around that world to form a minor set of rings. Oh. Alright. Use doorway, survey cargo area. I found Federation equipment. It's been plundered. I like how they give tips though throughout. So access the computer consoles on the active power generators. Set each unit to fail exactly 24 hours. Be careful not to reveal your presence to the Ulan. Continue your search after you finish. So let's reprogram. Well, at least it does it automatically. I didn't have to try to remember 24 hours, so that's good. All set. Disable Ulun from alerting others. Oh, hey. B. Uh-oh. Shoot him up. Knock him down. Get off me. Oh, yeah, there is. There's more than I thought. Alright, we got them all. We don't have much time. Every one of these Ulun will regenerate and heal. Even those we may have thought were disintegrated, they will eventually resurrect. We need to move along quickly. Continue your search deeper into the asteroid. Let's go. I've got combat mode on. Reading massive energy usage ahead. We're almost there. There we go. Place a little comm device. Our daisy chain back to the entrance so we can keep open communication. By all that's sacred, what is this place? We appear to be in the prison cell block. Oh, there they are. Oh goodness. That should be our staff. Where's the crew of the... Didn't mean to shoot. Wow, they have a male prisoner. Wonder if there's a particular person I need to talk to. Where's the crew of the Juno? Where's the Juno? There it is. Going to start beaming you back momentarily. Lot to read. Talk with the crew of the Conga. Talk to... whatever. I think that's these folks back here. As I live and breathe, I recognize that face. You notice the Ulun male sitting behind Balshar. Why is there an Ulun imprisoned with you? This is, how you pronounce that? I can't pronounce the name. He is a prisoner like us, or is he a spy? That could be Stolen or not. Stolen refers to the infamous 25th Central betrayal of Starfleet prisoners. Anyway, history, which is cool. And talk to divided. So let's get to the meat and potato part here. Commander, all 5 museum ships are detaching from the asteroid. They're assuming positions in front of us. We're staying by. Rook level 2 to Knight level 3. Checkmate. Acknowledged. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's a lot of dialogue. So I wasn't properly prepared. If I had known, you know, this would be one of those sit down first thing in the morning kind of a thing and take your time playing it. But, you know, when it said 35-40 minutes to complete, that's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, hey, 35-4 minutes. Right, if you don't read anything. But if you want to read everything, it's going to be, it's very lengthy. You know, so to be fair, this would be one that I would have to come back later. You know, if I was going to do it, that way I could just read the dialogue. Yeah, because we started like maybe 10:40 and we're coming on an hour and a half, so like twice what they've recommended. Welcome back aboard. How long until the Borg transport gate reopens? And our ship status? It says target all museum ships and fire when ready. Oh. Well, that's not good, but you know what? I'm open. Let's do it. Ooh, I wasn't even paying attention to me. Oh, they tore me up. That's not good. Oh, you know why? Because I don't think I matched. Okay, I have to wait till I spawn back in. That's right, because I got separated earlier. So I just gotta make sure. Okay, I should be good now. Yep, I'm good now. Whoopsie. Alright, let's go take out some of these suckers.
Target shields have failed.
Ships. Move up. Slow it down a little bit. Wow, these are tough. Tough. I know. I know, right? They did a good job of refurbishing them. Oh, boy, lots of them. Alright. So let's...
Target shields have failed.
Well, the runabouts aren't too bad, but the bigger ships are pretty tough. Well, I figure if we get to it and it's orange and it's attacking us, it'll get shot. Wow, there's a lot of stuff out here. Oh my gosh. This is runabout after runabout. Shield drop. Just trying to keep up here. I was just trying to read all these names. It's like each runabout has a name to it or something.
Target shields have failed.
Trying to squint up here so I can read all these little ship names. They are really close together. Now I'm experimenting here, and it looks like... Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I thought I was shooting. It looked like it was auto switching target. Like when I killed one, it automatically got me shooting on another one. A lot of times I have to actually take my finger off the space bar and let it like retarget. It almost looks like it was automatically moving back to pick a new target, but I think I was wrong. There's something. Got him. Oh, he separated his ship. Let's see if they come back together. Ah. Yeah. Oh, maybe after this goes away you can. Uh-oh, we can't let the Borg detect the Ulun. Intercept course. I hope we've seen the last of the Ulun. Intercept and destroy the Borg ships. Oh, they're out here. There's a little dot on the map. I'm trying to get turned around there too. I was probably facing it, but I got turned. I think we're going too fast to turn. There it is. And I see him. They're everywhere. Ooh. Those are Let's get up here. Oh my, oh wow. Those are nasty. Those are nasty looking Borg. Alright, let's get some fire shots in there. Drop shields. Oh no, yeah, these are nasty looking. Well, I got shields on one of these, almost dropped. Yeah, I can do some damage here. Where's my attack pattern? Alpha. I think I got one. Okay, well I'm gonna help take one of these out. You did? Alright, that's fine. I died earlier. Oh! Ooh, shield, 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 shield. Shield. Oh man, I was looking for my emergency shield. I think that happened to me. It was just like out of the blue. I gotta lean forward so I can watch here. I know it puts my face like right in the camera and you can't see me. Oh, what a bad spot to pop in. I'm zoomed in. Oh, snap. There's a Borg frigate. I don't know what I'm shooting at. I'm gonna shoot this frigate though. Oh, shield, shield, shield. Emergency shield. There it is. Oh, wow, that didn't last long. Trying to put my own special brand of hurt out there and did I level myself? I think I gotta think when I have to. I don't know if you die if it resets your status up level. So did I. Like boomed again. I'm still booming even though my ship's fully repaired. Wow, they're hurting me with something. Shields. Boy, whatever is getting me is just tearing it up. Yeah, I didn't get very far on that one. Alright, I got to target what they're targeting so we can all put our firepower on one. Okay. Alright, well I'm helping to attack this one, so every little point we can stick on it, the better. Come on, don't stop shooting that. No, 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 no. There you go, we're targeting this bad boy. Got it. Now we'll target you. Whoa, I didn't realize there was a big cube out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Pat M goes, now that's the Borg. Yeah, I thought we had a lot of Borg on the last mission, but yeah, we got quite a few this time. At least I can fly through the broken debris of the huge cube. So we're dropping some firepower on this one. So that's going to be the key. I'm going to try and shoot that plasma torpedo. It didn't work. Now we'll attack this Borg frigate. It might be the last one. Take items. Got it. Yay! Well, that was good once we started teaming up on them. That was vicious. No other Borg vessels in range. The battle would have gone more smoothly with the Righteous and the Herschel. That's okay. We did it. And go back to the transwarp gate. which is somewhere in the middle of this big gray circle. Yep, Pat M says, oh, Raz and Nala have their own ships. Yep, we've all got our own ships. We've teamed up, yep, with Nala and with my wife Raz and with Ruthven. So yeah, we are all together just doing teamwork. So Pat M, if you came just a little bit earlier, you could have brought your own ship too. Oh, took all your shields down. Well, I wouldn't say that I survived, but I am intact. Oh, there it is. Use your map to aim your ship towards the Borg transwarp gate. Where is this transwarp gate you speak of? Oh, we're just slowly making our way through this here sector space. There it is. Oh, that's right. Pat M says, can't play the game, my computer isn't good enough. I think we've talked that before and I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. Oh well, you found the thing. Wonder how they meet their demise. Just going through the dialogue here. Stay on course. There it is. So now, pretty soon we should get there and warp back home. You found it? We are all closing in on the gate. Chevron 5 locked in. Shh. Sad they never finished the Stargate MMO. Had promise. Oh, somebody went through. Haha. Pat says, don't worry, I'll watch the video, so I'll see this episode. Yeah, then you get the whole experience, so it'll be almost as if you were with us. Yeah, well, here's the thing. It is dialogue heavy. The little intro when we read it said it's like a 40 minute quest, somewhere in there, but super dialogue heavy, and it's turned out to be like twice that. And we near the end have started skipping the dialogue because we just don't have time to read it all. So what I would recommend is you know, pause. You can pause and maybe read all the dialogue. You know, just pause it, and you're good to go. Do that and you'll be fine. Then you get the whole story. So, but it's a good. You'll catch up. You'll catch up to what the story is. Energize. Well, we're going to the ready room, so this might be after action reports and wrap up. So that's good. So encountered a new race, fought the Borg, all in a daze. Work. It's Miller time. Pat M says, yeah, I see. Well, yeah, just pause. Oh, and I gotta finish Brand X Cocoa here real quick. Simulated. It's late for us. My poor wife is sleepy looking. Park your way team members here, then proceed to stand or sit with well, since we're all players, we will all go. I'm not parking nobody. We're a team. Just talking with Commander Wyatt. Before we discuss that, may I offer you some Caton? Nope. Just get to the... It was magnificent beverage. Oh. See, I mean, I tell you, the amount of work that went into the dialogue is incredible. There is so much, and Look at that. I mean, even down to just discussing like the drink, amazing. But you have to have the time to sit down and do it. This should have been more appropriately labeled like a 2 hour type of mission. Then, better expectations set. So you actually have time to decide, do I want to sit and read all the dialogue? So, oh, being recruited to this section. Yeah, even Nala says here, at least 2 hours if you take the time to read everything. So yeah, a good couple hours. So yeah, 40 minutes if you do what we're doing, and that's just skip right on through. And then this concludes Dreams of Salvation and Glory. Thank you for playing. Please be fair with your foundry. Oh, let's see. Okay, please be fair with your Foundry mission rating. Remember, this was touted as having heavy dialogue storytelling at the start of the mission for additional. Right, and I think when I've seen some of these lower rated missions that are heavy in dialogue, that are rated like, very few stars, it's because people go in there with the wrong expectations. They wanted something quick, action, and so they rate it low because they had to, read a lot of dialogue. Me, I'm going to rate this a 4. Only because, really an improper expectation of time was set. But good story. It is heavy, but it's really well written. So I've played some that had a lot of dialogue that was really just like a lot of dialogue, but this had good background fluff type of stuff in addition to, a lot of stuff there to really beef out the mission. So, that's my review. If you want to watch the review, come check out the. I'll even put that. What do you think of the mission? Great. And I'll just put here, dialogue made the mission longer than the stated. Because I remember, I thought it said 35 to 40 minutes is what it said. I could be wrong. More like 2 hours. I'll just put that, and then if he comes and watches the video replay, he'll see that we made probably about halfway. We stopped reading all the dialogue because it was just, wow, so much. And in our format, we just don't have time to read all that dialogue in our format. So, be seeing ya, Tulur, it says. Yeah, and then Pat M says, yeah, I can't play this game. Oh, let's see here. Then Duck the World says, happy quacks from Normandy, ladies and gentlemen. Right in the spirit of Star Trek. So good. Wow, Duck the World. And right in character, happy quacks from Normandy. Well, welcome from Normandy. Awesome. And the Eagle Claw says, we started just shy of 2 hours ago, and we even skipped a lot. So yeah, it's pretty lengthy. I think that's the first person who's hopped in from Normandy. So hey, welcome Duck the World. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for quacking by. That's all I got. Ruth event, really? Is that net? Oh wow! I see. You can tell it's late because now we've got the vampire guy shooting people. We got little tiny Nala. Yeah, Raz did not accidentally shoot anybody. She was well behaved, and I've got my Mass Effect armor on, so we're good. Yeah. Which, surprisingly though, Nala, you do look pretty cute up there. That just seems like anywhere you go, anything will be your little dance studio. Yeah, I think this is it. Let's see, Ruthven says, that's for lying about how long this would take. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we've got timetables to keep. So if you're going to put a mission and you tell us it's 35, 40 minutes, we need 35, 40 minutes, so on the clock. I think it would be safe to beam up. Nala, you grew. Oh, okay, you were standing on something. I was like, how'd you grow? Well, here's your dollar. I don't know. Alright, well I'm beaming up out of here. I've had enough of this guy's ship. Oh, oh man, I thought that was a whale. Never mind. Beam me aboard. We're done. So Ductor World, if you want to see what we had just gone through, you're gonna have to wait for this to post and then watch it from the very, very beginning. That's what Pat M's gonna do. And then you can pause every once in a while and you can read all the dialogue that we skip. And there it is. We're done. Ductor World said, bah, 35 or 40 minutes breakfasting while watching a good show of Star Trek is good for me. Hey. Yeah. Well, but for this one, if you got about 2 hours, that's, you know, if you don't mind eating 2 breakfasts, then you're good. Then you're good. I think that's going to about do it for us. Oh, she's setting up her crew assignments. You know, and that I never did learn how to do. Here's my people, I believe. But I have never done this yet. This is totally new. They didn't have this when I first played. This almost reminds me of the tasks that you assign in SWTOR in Star Wars: The Old Republic. You just pick something that your people can do, and then time to complete 4 hours. So I guess I can just double click them. No, something. But then they get like experience for doing it. It's almost like a mini game. Here we go. 20 hours. It'll be a few days before we hop back in here. So click on assignments and you can assign them to tasks and they run even when logged out. Yeah, so how do I... We're going to do this one. It's 20 hours. Let's do it. Oh, I get to maybe assign somebody. Teamwork. Ooh, what is this? Casualty risk. High. We'll do it anyway. Or not. Some of the ones that require things which you don't have. Oh, that's probably why I can't do it. Maybe I can't do any of these. Uncommon. Well. Oh, wait. Yep. Oh. Well. Huh. I guess I don't really qualify for any of these. Well, that's sad. Oh, let's see here. And then you can also click on personal for missions on your ship. Maybe that's what I need to do. Ah, wow, that's so cool. We even got for inside our ship. Let's do it. Refrequence it. Maintain the ship's shield emitters. Ductor World said, yep, already saw you playing and more. I've watched old game video sessions from your archive. Oh, hey. Well, I hope you enjoy. I mean, you know, I just play games and hang out with folks, so hopefully you enjoy hanging out. Nice of you to drop by. Thank you. Oh, looks like I've done 1 out of 4 here. Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta have some item. Oh, yep. What do you do? Just double click it and they go? Oh, and then so Rufin says it looks like you don't have the duty officers for those. Yeah, so I guess it's just teasing me. I'll need to find more duty officers. How sad. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, let's wrap up. So we did the mission Dreams of Salvation and Glory, which was part 2 of the mission we did last week. So that wrapped up the Camelot museum plot thing in the Borg. So we're good there. And next Tuesday, then we'll be picking something new to run for Star Trek. And maybe after 1 or 2 more missions, I might be ready for Level 25. Exciting. And then Dr. World says, I enjoy Star Trek a lot. Last game played was Voyager Elite Force. And I like your commented community games. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad there's a few people out there that like it, so that's fun. I know it's nice to have someone come on and say they like it. I guess my feelings would be hurt if someone came on and said, I absolutely hate you. Which I did have happen once. Somebody did come on and they called me a jerk because I didn't answer them. I didn't have my chat open to where I could watch my chat. So I was flipping. I had to do like Alt-Tab between the screens. And I didn't Alt-Tab over quick enough to respond to a question. And he said something not nice and then left. So I was kind of hurt. I was like, well, so now I got to have two computers running. I got to have the laptop with the chat and whatnot, you know. But that way I can keep my community together. So, you know, it's fun. It's fun. So I'm glad you like it. Yep. So I'll have to work on assigning duty officers. Now my wife, she's got some assigned. And then we just got to assign skill points. I'll work on skill points another time. So for now though, I think that will do it. So tomorrow's Wednesday. I used to run Ion on the Wednesday, but doing Ion on the Monday. So Wednesday I'm leaving that as an open fun night, and I'll be looking for something because I know for sure this week Guild Wars is going to be Friday night. So Guild Wars 2 Friday night. I haven't seen it. I think and I believe the NDA disclosures are all lifted on Guild Wars 2, so I'll be more than happy to play that for a long time on Friday night. So tomorrow, who knows? Thursday will be EverQuest 2. Friday is Guild Wars 2. Huh. And then Dr. World says, trolls are all over the world like ducks. Let me guess, you like ducks. Which is cool. It makes me think, I forget, there's a hotel here in New York State. I think it's like you can look it up, but there's like ducks that lived at a hotel, and they like are a guest at the hotel. They had their own room at the hotel, and they march them out to the pond and march them back to the hotel, and so it just made me think of ducks. And then so Dr. World says, except one last thing. Thanks for the quality of broadcast, fluid and high resolution, and sound is perfect. Now he shuts up. You don't have to shut up. Keep talking. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that the video is coming out pretty good. I've been trying to tweak it and get it running good, so I'm glad it comes through really good. So yeah, don't shut up. Yeah, no, keep praising me. That makes yeah, keep it up. That'll just make me sit here. Really? How pretty am I? Am I pretty too? Well, anyway, I'm getting looks from the wife, so that's time to go. Ruthven says, actually, Jadrian, hail Starfleet, you have duty officer pickups waiting. Oh, I do. Let's do that real quick. I don't know how he knows. Hail Starfleet. There it is. I sure do. I have the Federation Lieutenant Commander Duty Officer Pat. Well, no wonder. Who knows when I picked that up? Yeah, that must be why you got it. Yeah, I never picked them up. Well, shoot. Yeah, hey. Was there anything else? Duty officers complete. Was there anything else? I got, looks like 2 packs. I know because if you look at your mission tack on the right, you would see it says duty officers. See, and that's why I play with people who know how to play. Huh. Well, there's lots you can do with duty officers. Alright, well now that I've got some, sweet. And Dr. World says, don't push me, I can talk right forever sometimes. And in fact, I'm afraid to stop you from gaming while we're talking, lol. That's funny. Trust me, it's easy to distract me. Oh, and then Eagle Claw says, we hope to have you back again, Duck. It's really fun. It really is a fun... I gotta move this thing. And Jadrian always welcomes viewers to join in with the games. Yeah, I like it when you guys participate. I usually don't write speak because I can't stop myself when on the road. Oh, when on. Well, it don't matter. You can distract me. It's all about hanging out anyway. So, and it says check your inventory to unlock. Okay, so I claimed them. Hey, look, and I had open inventory. Ooh. I know. My wife's like, I don't even know what half this crud in my inventory is. Yeah, a lot of this is just stuff that I gathered just running around and scanning things, and I think a lot of it is used in the crafting, which I have not attempted any crafting whatsoever. So you can also sell it on the market then. And now I've got duty officers. Awesome. Oh, here, where's my... Still need something there. Let me find one of those 20-hour ones, since it'll be a while before I'm back. I still don't have everything. Oh, there it is. I've got the item. I got people. Sector update. Alright, I think I can maybe still not do it. You do not have a required duty officer. Oh my gosh, I just picked some up. Alright, let's do the... Well, I've got some. Maybe I can do the ship here and refrequence my shield emitters. Yep, I can. Right there, plan assignment. Can finally do it. Be back. Well, I'll assign him. And we're good. Yay! I'll come back. That's good. I got one there. And then oh, so let me back this up. I got the in-game chat too. Okay, so now it says those are the crafting components, and do they sell? Yeah. I mean, I've sold some of them in the memory alpha quadrant. They got the place there I go and I sell. So you can, or you can try crafting. I have not tried the crafting yet, so I really don't know what's involved with that. I think that was who said that? Was that Nala? Who said normally I'm a crafting freak in games? Yeah, and that's definitely my wife Raz. She is definitely a crafting freak. It's just we just haven't tried it here in this game. Some of the crafting requires items you need to buy with dilithium. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a brother who plays this, and he got himself, I think he bought the lifetime membership to this game, and he did some crafting. He says it's pretty good. He says it's a pretty good system. I haven't tried it yet. So that's the next evolution. What I really want to do is get up to my level 50 so I can try out the free ship that I got for Christmas time. That thing is cool looking. And then Nala says, yeah, but there is a daily quest where you can get 1.4k dilithium a day. That helps. There you go. Oh, okay, I guess you're going to... Oh, did you give Nala some stuff? My wife just handed Nala a bunch of junk so she can go crafting for her. Yeah. So, I mean, I tell you, every time I hop into this game, I learn something new, a new feature. I mean, it's incredibly deep. It's so hard. So many good games are coming out. It's like, my gosh, where do you get the time to really put into them? So I'm glad I get a little bit of time each week to get some Star Trek.
It says it's consumed on use, but it won't let me put it anywhere to use it.
Now she's running into how to set up her ship items. What item? Oh, okay. If it's for your ship, you got to put it over here into the devices slots, and they're full. They're full. I think you can right-click it. There you go. Oh, maybe it doesn't go on that. Oh, maybe that's personal. Some of your... Pull up your person. Oh, there you go. You got it over there. Oh, no, that was something else. Put it down there in devices. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. You know, if this is ever your first experience with the game, there's your ship items, your personal items. I mean,